Hello. 'Tis I, the rat queen. I don't know. I was listening to Clean It Up on like loop earlier, so all I have in my head is that line about rat blood. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't think too much about it. I don't either. Eek. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, wait, no, it's fine, it's the beginning of it. Yay! Okay, so, I would have started sooner, however, I was having issues with Disney Plus, and so because I was having issues with Disney Plus, and I don't have a Hulu account, yeah, I'm, kinda suffered a bit, but, you know, we're here now. We have everything ready, and everything's beautiful and fantastic, and I totally didn't have a panic attack thinking like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now? Yay! 1 second, I'm still here. Actually, I'm putting it on the Just Chatting screen because at least then you guys can see me. Hi! Look into my big beautiful eyes. I'm just gonna end my background music. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, my head hurts a little bit. I'm sending the link in general chat now. That's birthdays. I ain't sending shit in birthdays. You guys want a birthday? Too bad. I say no. This is the Disney Plus link. The Disney Plus link. It's not the Hulu link, it's the Disney Plus link. Yay. Yay. How we doing? Wait, what's going on, man? Oh, shit, sorry. What does she wear? Clean it up. Sorry. This isn't a Has Been a Hotel watch along. This is a thingy watch along. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna need a little bit of help at the end of stream because I have tried multiple times to get rid of the 20-second delay. It ain't disappeared. It's not gone anywhere. It's just like vibing, and it scares me how much it's vibing. I went to take a shower and had to kill a spider before I got in. Later on, as I'm washing up, I see a dark spot on my shoulder. I immediately thought spider, but it turns out it was a freckle. Well, that's lucky. Man, there was a massive freaking spider the other day. I was just chilling. Well, not chilling. I was getting changed. And I look over, I've like awkwardly shuffled myself to the corner of my room as I'm putting on my jeans. And I look over my shoulder, and there's this massive, and I mean massive, like thick-bodied, thick-legged spider just crawling up the corner of my wall, and it stops. And I stare at him, or her, and him/her/they, I don't know how it works in the spider world, stares back at me, and I stare at him/her/they, and they stare at me, and someone stares at whatever the genders are, pronouns, whatever the fuck, I don't know. I stare over at moi, and yeah. It was a bit freaky. I can't believe Disney Plus is like that. You know, it's a one-time thing, guys. It was just my servers on Disney Plus and nothing else, okay? Okay. How's lag, by the way? Is there any issues with it? There shouldn't be. Better not fucking be, or I'm gonna fucking have a conniption. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hey, Aaron, I'm really tired, so I don't care how active I will be. The stream really sleepy. Oh, it literally starts as I type that. Sorry, Sajol. Not Valve, the makers of Steam, just made a VR headset on their own PC/console. I didn't know that. Nice. Get that bit out of my face. I don't need my ASMR mic. And by ASMR mic, I mean the one that's literally on death's door now, because I keep dropping it on the freaking floor. And I'm like, yay! Instead we have, you can't really see it that well, because for some reason the sepia tone is making the flames look the same color as, well, it's a sepia tone, making the the flames look the same color as the statues, but yeah, it's the scene where Grimm sets everything on fire. They pretty much fixed this the KCC stream, so we're really proud of that. Yay! My sister had a wood roach crawling on her wall. When she went to kill it, it turned its head 180 to look at her, scared the hell out of her. Oh, I don't blame her, Jesus Christ. At that point, I'd just be throwing my hands up in the air and being like, well, you know what? You're clearly the superior creation here of whoever's above or wherever. I don't know. You win. Goodbye. Knocked on my wooden bed for protection. Nice. Hi, Papa Frank. Let me say hello to everybody. Hi, Anonymous Phone. Welcome in, Matt Pam. Welcome in, Zero. Welcome in, Staljo. Welcome in, Red Hat. Hi, Black Death. I went for to stay on stream today. I hope you have a wonderful day, stream and day chat. And Nat too. Again, what did I do? Why do I only get I guess? My gosh. And hi, Papa Frank. I tried to roll and it didn't work. Did not work. Well, I don't really have much to say today. I don't know. I just want to watch Pretty Little Anime Boys. Oh wait, I forgot that I had another piece of thingy art, and you guys might recognize it because it's from. We've had a ASMR stream with her before. Let's see. She should be here. Oh, crap, she's not there. Fuck. Where are you gone? Baby, where'd you go? Where'd you go, baby? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that's the graphic I made for it. You know, screw it. Here you go. Oh, it's a thumbnail. That was a thumbnail. Wait, no, I meant to bring up the little thing. 1 second. Oh no, background. I meant to put the background one on. You could just you could awkwardly hang out in the corner, sweetie. Wait, no, where'd she go? Where you go now, baby? Oh no. I'll find the proper graphic later, but for now, this is what we're getting, okay? This is what we're getting for now. You can't see it too well, but basically, there is an arc where you do meet soldiers in the game, and that's where the outfit for Nyx comes from. Yeah. We love good old Nyx. I say as I cover up her outfit. You know, I may as well, I'm just gonna cover up for now until I get the actual proper one out. Eh. You know, Scarabi and Nat and Nyx can kiss later or whatever. Bye-bye, ASMR Strudel. ASMR stream ASMR Strudel. Oh, it's back. Yeah. I just want to say I'm here for the watch along. Have a good day, everyone. No one's here for the watch along. I want to info dump people and no one's here. I made sure to did I rewatch the episodes? Admittedly, I watched it in the Japanese dub, but I watched the previous episode so I'd stay up to date. I'm still mad they didn't have Deuce's Cauldron scene. But you know what? It's funny because I went back and I rewatched I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I went back and I watched episode 1 again. And in the orientation scene, obviously, Kalim, the guy who has, he has, the bandana, he's got, white hair and he's got a bandana, a gold bandana. Actually, no, it's not gold in his robes, I think it's black. He wears a bandana around his hair. The guy who gets his butt set on fire, it's probably easier to remember him that way. It's funny. I was rewatching that scene and I found it so funny because, okay, his butt still gets set on fire in the game, and obviously in the game you think dude, why don't you just use water magic to put it out? But in the anime, they cut to him running past the fountain, which is full of water for him to cool his butt down on. He's so stupid. He's so stupid, but he's... Watch along when this is a watch along. We're watching a thing of a jig and a boo. Hence why it's so censored, because I don't want to get in legal trouble. Okay, I'm going through and I'm literally muting everything that isn't like my voice right now. For Go Night, you should totally watch Nat's stream this Friday. You guys will pry my reaction to episode 4 out of my cold, dead hands, or my reaction to her reaction to the reaction of reactions. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Anyway, we ready to start? This one's a bit longer than the past two. The past two have been like 23 minutes. This one's like nearly 26. Wait, I forgot my in-flight snack. My in-flight snack. Watch a loon. We're gonna watch a loon be stupid, and by loon be stupid I mean me be stupid over pretty Disney-themed anime boys. And I have a taste chocolate orange. Because I like chocolate and oranges and... I don't know. When I was a kid, I found out these were a thing. I thought I had found the forbidden fruit. I don't know why I'm making biblical... It's because I've been watching Aspen Hotel. But yeah, you guys are ready to watch... Hopefully muted. You guys are ready to watch... Grimm destroy things once more. I'm gonna pretend you guys say yes, because I can't see it until 20 seconds later. Actually, I'm going to turn my volume up. What's going on? Why is it... Okay. 1 second. Okay, yeah, for some reason, I don't know how it's picking it up, but the stuff for this is just... 1 second. Sorry. This is just a recap scene, so I don't mind, like, doing this, but I'm just trying to do my best to avoid any audio coming on. I have everything down so low. My headphones feel properly secured over my ears, and it's just... everything sucks. Yeah, so, recap of the past 2 episodes, if you have not been watching with us. There is a land called Twisted Wonderland, and there are pretty anime boys in it that go to a college, which is more of a high school than a college, but it's like in the UK it would be considered a college, because the age range is like 16 to 19, which, yeah. And all the characters there are, twisted from, because I can't say inspired by, because apparently it's a literal thing in the world, maybe, I'm not sure. Ask Anna Toboso, because has not fully specified yet. There be peoples in the place, and there be the 7 Disney villains, the Queen of Hearts, the evil queen, but in this world she's known as the beautiful queen. You have Maleficent, known as the Thorn Fairy, or like some shit, I forget what her title is. You got Jamil. You have Jafar, the Sorcerer of the Sand. You have the King of the Underworld, Hades. You have Scar, the King of Beasts, and you have the Sea Witch Ursula. They're all like literal historical figures in this world. And for some reason, has never watched a Disney property in his life, so he has no idea what's going on. But yeah, in this world, they're treated as heroes, even though we know they're the villains, and in the marketing, it's called the villains world, so it's like, what does that mean? But, yeah. And in the past 2 episodes, our protagonist, Yuken, who, if I will rewind a little bit, where is it? 1 second. The back of this dude here, he's from Japan, he does kendo. Kendo kick your ass. Yeah. I make great puns. He's like he's isekai. He's living out our isekai fantasies, guys. And he gets transported to this world. And there's a Crowley who is a bitch. I don't care. I hate his ass. Please, can you work faster and actually do your job? You have Ace Trappola, who's and Deuce Spade, my precious baby boy. Ace Trappola is evil. Mark my words, he's evil. And Deuce Spade and Ace Trappola, they are from Hartslebule, and you can't see him here because he wasn't relevant in last episode, except for like the very end scene. I think he Riddle Roseheart's the leader of the dorm. There was like a cat thing that was setting everything on fire. I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this. Okay, Yukon arrives at Twisted Wonderland. He interrupts the orientation of the school called Night Raven College. He says he doesn't want to go because he doesn't have magic, and to attend the school you have to have magic. Everyone was like, oh, "You're dead? Say no to an invitation to the most prestigious arcane in the world," and he starts to leave, and a cat breaks in, and he's like, "Yeah, give me your spell instead then. Instead then, I can't speak English, I'm a cat." Except he's not a cat. If you call him a cat, he gets very angry. And Yukon's like, "I don't know what's going on," and then people in the crowd start laughing at Grimm, the monster, for wanting to be a mage, because apparently that's just not a thing in this world, even though one of their great 7 is literally a lion, but okay. And and he starts setting things on fire because he's like, "Oh, you really mean?" And then Yukon's like, "Oh shoot, there's a red-haired kid walking towards him. I gotta save him." Ah! Then the red-haired kid gets really mad because he was trying to stop the cat Tanuki fire thing. And he's like, "Off with your head," to Grimm. And he's like, "I will have your head," to Yukon. And then he's like... And then you switch to the next episode, and everyone's trying to like calm Riddle down. It's like, dude, he doesn't actually know what's going on. And then the mirror thing that maybe brought us here in the first place. In the game, it's implied that the mirror thing is the one that chooses who to send the carriages out to, which are the things that pick up the students. It's like, it says like, "Yeah, no, this guy's bitchless. I mean magicless. He can't stay here." And the headmaster's like, "Well, shit, I guess I gotta send you back home." But because they're in a different world, Japan doesn't exist, so the mayor can't take him back to Japan, even though the mayor was the one who brought him in the frickin' first place, allegedly. But that's by the by, I suppose. And then Crowley, this bitch-ass motherfucker, is like, "Oh, it's okay, you can stay at, like, the dorm thing. This, like, abandoned, dilapidated, haunted dorm." And Yukon's like, "Sweet, I love ghosts." And now Grimm came back, he set a statue on fire with the help of Ace, accidentally. Deuce is getting dragged into this for no reason, because his involvement that was in the manga and the game and the novel has just all been completely wiped out. So he's literally just a random casualty in all this mess, as is Yukon, because he has no control over any situation ever. Poor lad. And so now they're being sent to the dwarf mines to get a mage stone to relight a chandelier that is in the mess hall where they all eat and have fun fabby-dabby times. And yeah. Justice for Deuce, he literally did nothing wrong. Crowley isn't that bad. Okay, I found the Grixie. Trust me. As the game goes on, as this anime goes on, as whether you're reading the manga, playing the game, reading the novel, watching the anime, as everything goes on, your patience with this man will start to thin out immensely. But yeah, let's go. Let's watch this thing now. Let's finish the recap. All 3 will be expelled. Deuce is like, "I'm gonna find it, cause okay, we're gonna skip over the intro, cause I feel like that's just tempting fate if I keep playing it. Cause Wonderland. Hey guys, you wanna see me do a cover of Twisted Wonderland's opening song? I'll do it. That's a threat. Episode 3, I don't know the title because I can't read Japanese, but I think it's meant to be To the Dwarf Mines, if I remember correctly. Why is there... Okay, so you guys can't see it, but for some reason there's subtitles. Even though I'm watching the dub. But, here we go, I suppose. Here you go. I just looked over the screen. You can barely tell. It's the dwarf mine house. You remember from Snow White? It's canon, guys. I told you, everything in Disney is canon in this place. When I say they're going to the dwarf mines, I literally mean they're going to Snow White's dwarf mines. I made a picture, but I forgot to send it. By the way, I found the manga in a bookstore. Oh, cool. I have oh shit. What's it? I don't have the manga. My friend does, so I just read hers. Though I accidentally bought volume 2 when I meant to get like another volume of the novel, not realizing that each novel is self-contained of each arc. so I have part 2 for some reason. The anthology is really good. I recommend reading the anthology. I saw the anthology, man. All the different creative artists there. It's just amazing. But yeah. The dwarf, again, I'm not kidding when I say everything in Disney is canon in this world. The events in the game are all like, what's it? The most one of the more recent ones, the Tale of Rapunzel is canon. Rapunzel is the most modern, quote-unquote, property they've actually got in in the game canonically. But yeah, a lot of basically everything is some kind of tale or is occurring side by side with the main story, like the Lilo and Stitch, and I mean actual Stitch is alive and thriving, and so is Gantu, kind of. It's a weird thing. If you want to search up the Lilo and Stitch event and the Nightmare Before Christmas event, I recommend it because it's very confusing to explain. Hi, Shanad Smith! Speaking of manga/anime, have you heard of a Netflix anime called Torgen Anki? I have not, I'm afraid. I think I've heard that name being tossed around, but I'm afraid I don't know it, so I can't give an opinion on it. Sorry, Shanad. And then they just see Snow White passed out on the couch. I think she's a historical figure, so I think she's dead. Like, by a lot. But, you know. But I get to listen to a song cover from someone I like. Exactly. I'm threatening you with a good time. Still frames! We love to see him. Look how mangy this place is. See, it's literally 1-to-1 with the actual, with the thing itself. You got these, you can't see them because of the blur, but there's pickaxes back here. You have the 7 seats around the table. You have you can't see it because of how I've cropped it. But off to the corner here, you have the hatched window where Snow White leans out of, where she's put the pie, and then the lady comes over, and the old hag version of the queen comes over, and it's like, "Would you like a poisoned apple?" That's right there, and then you have the stairs over here up to the loft where they all sleep. It is literally the exact same place. Oh, I have CC on this. Why? Ah, crap. Well, a second, let me turn the CC off because it's annoying me. We're back. Yep, and a little thing where she makes the soup for them, and her broom. All I know is that one is that a lot of people like it in a way that none of them would stop them from watching. What the okay, good to know. Deuce just said, "Oh, the reason why we haven't headed to the mine yet is because I'm hoping for tools or something." He's like over here. The dumbass can't see the pick and the helmet right next to him. Deuce, I love you, baby, but your observation skills need work. Oh yeah, and then Deuce is just like, "Oh, we want a light source." Ace here is like, "Dude, there's a candle right freaking there." Oh, they're actually explaining the magic system. I think this is a bit different to the manga. They don't well, this graphic at the very least is different to the manga. They don't really they didn't really explain how the magic works in it, because I think of time constraints. I guess they swapped out a couple of the scenes from last time so they could incorporate this in. So in the game, basically there's a big thing in Twisted Wonderland's magic system is that the more powerful your imagination, the more adept you are at using magic. Say, like, they're saying it right here. Basically, the only way you can cast a spell, or how well you cast a spell, is how well you can visualize it. So the reason why they're saying, like, oh, we can't just snap our fingers and light the candle is because we would have to be able to visualize, like 3D not even 3D, 4D visualize in our heads. Okay, this is a candle, this is a flame, gotta just light the thing, and just go like, eh. Though to be fair, I still don't know why they wouldn't just, like, aim fire at it and just do it that way anyway. Like, clearly the fire works, if Grimm's magic is anything to go off of. So he just said it's not instant gratification. Where it's basically like, it's not like in like most isekai anime or like any fantasy anime, where it's like, if you snap your fingers to do a certain like how in Free, when they have specific spells for like washing your clothes or creating a field of flowers. If they wanted to do that in this game, or in this anime, there's no specific spell for it. They have to be able to fully visualize it in their head and then use the basic magic they have at their command to create it, essentially. From what I can tell in Twisted Wonderland, obviously, in episode 1, you see Riddle Roseheart's unique magic, which is off of your head, which stops the casted on person from being able to use their magic. Outside of those specific spells, there don't seem to be many specific spells. In the game itself, if you go off the combat system, they have ice magic, fire magic, flora magic. It's specifically called flora, though it's like grass. Think Pokemon. And then they have null type, which is just magic without a type. It's just sparkles. And then also ace. Very often in the in the game, and also and obviously going to be in the anime and in the manga and literally everything, he is commonly talking about using wind magic. So it's 4 kinds of elemental magic, and one just like their magic. And then we know from Deuce's cauldron thing that he can use that summoning magic is a common thing, or the very somewhat common thing at the very least. But outside of that, the only other spells that are commonly talked about, or like that I can call off the top of my head, is a color changing spell, because they use it in the Hearts of Buell arc to change the color of something a couple times. And then also in the game with like the vignette cards, which are like the because I told you guys it's a gacha game. When you pull the cards, you get little stories with them if you level up the cards a certain amount. There's one with Floyd, one of the eel twins. His class is, or no, it's, ironically enough, it's Ace and Deuce again. Ace and Deuce always at the scene of the crime of being able to cast spells. In that story, Floyd gets caught up in the two of them trying to practice color change magic, and they end up accidentally changing his lab coat into blue, green, and yellow. No, blue, pink, and yellow for some reason. So those are like the only magic things known. Obviously potions are a thing, but it's not explained how magic is necessary for potions. It's just, potions are just a thing mages do. Maybe it's something about having latent magical power in you to be able to turn items into potions, but they don't explain it. Other than that, there is one more type of music. There's music magic. It's flying on a broom. That's it. Let me use glitter magic null type. No, I kid you not. If you watch a battle from Twisted Wonderland, like the game, and you watch someone cast a null type spell, it will either be black or white glitter. It's lit. literally all it is. But yeah, other than that, there doesn't seem to be a lot of like specific spells like there would be in Freerun or in like Musho Tensei. Is it the one with Rody? Is his name Rody? I don't know. The one where the guy gets 3 girls and has a bunch of kids. That one. Oh, hi Grim. Let me use Zesty Magic. Oh, if you want to use Zesty Magic, go to Pomafiore. literally just go over to Pomafiore. The whole place is so zesty, you will literally turn into a lemon the second you enter. But also then be like, it's really hard to light a candle, okay? You can't just use fire magic to light a candle. Grim coming in like, whoo. Oh. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, but basically Grim is saying that. So obviously they've come to the mines to get a mage stone. Grim is like, oh, I want to get a mage stone too to enhance my magic power. They don't explain how mage stones work yet, but fair enough. But he's apparently just too scared to go into the mine by himself, so he's asking to tag along with those lot. I love how soft-faced Deuce is here. Even before when Yukin's like, huh? Deuce is just like, okay, this is pathetic but in a cute way. Let's just let him tag along. That's my precious baby boy right there. He's so nice. He's so nice. And you don't see Ace because... Why does he... Ace back at it again with the zesty walk. I retract my previous statement. No, you don't have to go to Pomafiore. Just talk to Ace. He'll perform zesty magic in his sleep. I love his little pitchfork tail. Oh yeah, it's canon in the game. They don't... It's weird they don't really talk about it in the anime or the manga, so I guess it wasn't that relevant in the end after all. But in the prologue, it was heavily emphasized that Grim is really good at finding his way into and out of places. Like, he is like a master... I don't know what the term is, but explorer, I suppose, is the best thing. Even when he's kicked out of Night Raven College, he's able to sneak his way back in, and he's easily able to, like, find the mines and all that jazz. Which they're mentioning here, so I suppose it's semi-relevant, but... Mushoku Tensei. I do not condone any action taken in that show, just saying. Summoning magic? Is that a Kingdom Hearts reference? Unfortunately, when I say summoning magic, it just means, like, you can't summon people, you can only summon, like, items, like Deuce does. Whereas... Oh, there is one more type of magic, there's teleportation magic, but that seems to only be able to be done by fae, like fairies. So that may not be a general magic, that may just be something that a certain race in Twisted Wonderland can do, because, again, outside of fae in the game, you never see anyone else do it. Ooh. It's the scary mine shaft, which is under a tree for some reason, even though it's exactly like it is in the Snow White movie, but at the same time, why would you build a mine shaft under the roots of a tree? That seems like a disaster waiting to happen. Oh, oh hey, it's a thumbnail. Oh, little baby. And the Ace just laughing his ass off. Oh, so they did bring the pickaxes, good. Yukin, what are you doing, dude? Why you just got Ace and Yukin here just like caressing the rock? Is that gonna do anything? Hit it, Mickey! You guys can't see it, but right here there's a Mickey face in the formation of the rock. It's a big thing in, like, you know how if you play Kingdom Hearts 3, there's Mickey faces just randomly across each world? In in the game, on every background or on every card, you can find hidden Mickey symbols across everything. So it's kind of become a game in like, well, back when it started off, at the very least, it became a game in the community to see who could find the hidden Mickey first. Like if you're on a server or something. Grim died. Guys, Grim's dead. Why does he have such a tiny little hammer? He's so tiny. You can't hit Jack Squad. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's go. We are filling it up. Oh, let's go. They're actually mentioning how they're actually confirming that like Deuce shouldn't be here because he literally did nothing. Why are they playing a flash? What is he doing? Ace! Hold up. No, hold up. Okay, just for like 1 second, I'm gonna take this censor bit, this blur off. Because look at this! Look at this! Look at this back art! Hello! On all fours of the... I was talking about him being zesty earlier with his walk. God damn. Ace is just fully like, yeah, no, what's the closet? Never heard of it. His body language says it all. Just got dragged in. My poor son. My poor son. He just got dragged into something he didn't even want to be a part of. Let's see, let me get the blur back on. There we go. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Whatever. The blur's there, that's all I care about. Hold on a second, I'm just waiting to see if it actually shows up on stream, because on my thing it's saying it's not there, but obviously it's on the screen, so I'm just double checking it by, well, I'm just watching my stream on my phone real quick, okay, it is coming up over the thing, so okay, we're good. Coverage does he know? Please, Mr. Mouse, I'm a big fan of your work, don't kill me. And they are literally butting heads. You can't really see his face, but Yuka's just like, why am I here just to suffer? Gonna have a good stream. Goodbye. Good night, Papa Frank. Ace isn't in the closet. He is the closet. He's so gay that he forces other people to go back to the closet until they can compete with his gayness. Oh, he's a coming. You guys might want to hide. You might want to put out that light, dude. Whoa. Here it comes. Good boy, Yukin. Good boy. Oh. Oh, this is perfect horror vibes. Oh, they've translated this perfectly from literally everything. Whoa! Wait, I love how they're showing the monster. Oh, I hope they do this with the rest of this kind of monster too. Oh, it's so, like, sketchy and stuff. I don't even care if it's CG, that honestly really helps put, like, the otherworldly, like, horror vibe into it. Oh, I love it! Oh, I love it! Grim, don't you dare sneeze. Grim, please, please, please. Oh, shit. Oh no. Hey, dude, you can't really tell the color scheme, but can you guys tell what that monster looks like? It's just definitely a few cards short of a deck. Sorry, but the fact that he's based off a card soldier makes that even funnier. Oh god, I love that. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. You guys recognize the pickaxe, the I'll give you a hint red shirt, the little weird hat the dwarves wear? Because of a Grim sneezing. I sneezed. It's like that yawn chain Grim set off a sneeze chain. Deuce, don't run after a monster, dude. By the way, just because thankfully you guys can't hear the audio, that monster there was going on about, his line is basically constantly repeated in the game and in, again, literally in everything. His line is, must get stones, mage stones. And so they're like, oh, this guy knows where the mage stones are. We need to, what'd you call it? Well, Deuce is like, we should follow him. We should follow him and see where he takes us and get the mage stone and stuff. And Ace is like, that's a giant, creepy, horror-esque monster. Why would we want to follow that? Which, you know, fair enough, I'm a little on Ace's side right now, but also... Okay. Okay, literally all of them are like, Deuce, you're insane. Deuce is like, I don't want to be expelled, dude. Oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. You guys can't see it. Okay, one more time, I'm just gonna turn the blur off. Oh, my baby boy! His other side is coming out! I love it, they've translated this so well! Oh, they translated it so well! Oh, I love it! I love it! Oh, he looks even more badass than he does in the manga. Oh, he looks... Honestly, the veins on his head add even more to his character than his in-game sprite does. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm so happy right now. As a Deuce stan, my heart is full. Also, specifically, Zero, you're right, that monster was a dwarf, but specifically it was meant to be Grumpy from the Seven Dwarves. If you remember in the movie, he had a line about being careful around Snow White in case she was there to steal their diamonds. So they've like, okay, we need to have something in the way to stop these kids from being able to easily get a mage stone in the mines. I know, Grumpy was obsessed with protecting his stones. Let's make a monster based off him. Oh, he is running after that monster. He's not even just following it silently, he's literally just run up and yelled at it. Deuce, you dumbass. Oh, I wish he knew what he was up against. Okay, but that reflection of him in the monster's face, absolutely beautiful. Dude, you're gonna make the mine collapse. Oh, shoot. He's actually collapsing, I don't remember that. Oh my god, they're actually... Oh, wait! Actually, Deuce solo scene? Full-on Deuce fight solo scene? Oh god, he got his foot stuck in it. I'm not saying much because I want this, and the later monster where they actually explain this stuff to, like, I want to explain it then. You guys are stuck in suspense mode. Oh, did he just get buried under rocks? Deuce. Oh shoot! Oh, save him, you can save Deuce. Come on. What happened to his hair? What happened to his hair? Oh. Hey, there's Ace's wind magic. Oh, they're actually doing it like in the game with like the turn-based fighting. That's like, awesome. Pick up Deuce and run. I don't remember getting knocked out in the. This whole fight scene is very different in the manga. This fight scene doesn't actually happen in the manga. That's why I was so happy to actually see it play out. You don't in the manga they don't really have that many fight scenes except for like the big ones. In the game, when a fight happens, you just do the turn-based thing. You don't actually see any combat like animated or like spoken of in dialogue, except occasionally one character punching the other, and that's it. Like one punch and it's done. Yeah, in the manga, they try to confront the monster, but then they realize like, oh shoot, we can't defeat it, and so they just run away. There's none of this. Deuce kicks it, gets caught, gets knocked out. Ace saving Yukin from falling rocks, or like Grim once again setting something on fire. This is okay. I'm literally shaking from excitement right now. Oh my god, I should have more words for this. I'm in that state when you're so happy that like it's all like internal and it's just waiting for that one thing to just pop out, and so you can just scream with joy. How to win a turn-based fight system? Do not fight at turns. Break the game. Break the code. Oh, he's okay. He's alive. Maybe. Oh, look, it's a mage stone. It's a nice one. That's interesting. In the game, it's what was it? I think in the game it was rainbow-ish. Though even when, to be fair, I always kind of because it's for a chandelier, so obviously it's for like lighting things. I assumed it would either be like red for fire or like yellow for electricity, but primarily I was expecting it to be red. Did not expect it to be like a blue one. No, run away, run away. This is literally mad to the depths. He's literally just, you can't see it, but he's literally just thrown Deuce over his shoulder and he's like, nope, dude, we're running away. What's a mine cup? Oh, they're still in the mine. Okay, I will be honest, I don't remember if they're sitting down right now, that's why they look so small. I don't remember. I think, to be fair, in the manga, I think they do stay in the mine as well. I don't really remember all that well, but in the game, they get chased like straight out of the mine by the monster. It does not give up pursuit. It chases them all the way out to to the entrance of the mine, and only then, when they've left the mine, do they actually it just goes back in and leaves them be. So it's literally just like, if you leave the mine, I will not kill you. But yeah, so they strategize outside of the mine, and that's also when Deuce has that, Ace is like, okay, hands up, I ain't going back in there with that thing there, I'm leaving. And that's when Deuce has his little, scene where he punches the wall. He doesn't actually punch the wall there in game, he's just like cracking his knuckles with the sprite. But yeah, so this is a bit different, though I can understand why they want to keep him in the mine. Sorry, I'm just so happy with that graphic. Okay, low-key, I have a pet peeve. I don't like them I don't like it when animes, like, I understand why they do it, because it cuts down like budget costs. It cuts down costs or whatever. It cuts down costs, like of like obviously with the animation budget and whatnot. So typically I don't really like, but even though I know that, like, it's kind of like a half a pet peeve where it's like, why don't you just use a still frame to get around that a bit more, rather than just continuously re-showing scenes that have just happened. But I like this fatality, so I'll accept it. He's a little upset, but it's okay. We love you anyway. We love you, my boy, my boy. Oh, they're playing the what's it? Okay, so Yukin's being like, he's basically being like, okay, we didn't do jack against it when we did one-on-one, but if we fight together as teammates. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a pen right now. Whatever sounds a bit weird, because I'm leaning up against a monitor trying to grab one. But if we fight together as a team, maybe we can actually do something. But then it's also like, what's it? It's playing the, like, casual music in the game. Like you're just walking around class, or, like, walking around the school to class thing, which is kind of surprising me. I don't know if this is technically an appropriate soundtrack for this one, but fair enough. I ain't on charge of sound direction. It's not the most jarring thing in the world, to be fair, so... Oh, I didn't press play. I was like, why isn't it doing anything? Yukin's face, well, you could just about see his eyes. His eyes are the main thing. He's just like, he's so deadpan, like, really? You really don't want to work together? Even though it means you'll get expelled and be labeled a loser. Deuce is having his return freak out of not wanting to be expelled. And Ace, for some reason, even though he's been saying up until this point, I don't care if I get kicked out to another school, no education is worth getting decimated by a monster for. He's now being like, no, I don't want to be called a labo. That is his entire motivation for agreeing to work as a team. No. What? Hi, Tony. We're watching. Oh, okay. Yukin's procking the monster. He's making it chase him. Jesus, dude! You can run, please. You are going to die. Okay, now this is accurate. They do lure down mines in the game. Oh, this is game accurate as well as manga accurate. Here we go. Ace using wind magic. Whoa! I love these combat scenes. Oh, everything feels so dynamic. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. On the trail of, like, black goo that it leaves behind. Another minute, another minute. Get out, even though they're already outside the mine. More wind. Oh, he used a level. He used a level. An evolved spell. They're using the thing that they accidentally used to burn the statue as an attack against the monster. He's using his summoning magic! Giant cauldron! They actually included the cauldron! Oh yeah! Yeah, he literally just spams cauldron! That's not him using magic to move it around, by the way. He is just continuously summoning cauldron after cauldron after cauldron. To be honest, the fight scenes in this episode were really good. They're so cool. Again, in the game you can't really see it because of the limitations of, like, visual novels, and they don't actually have CGs in the main game. Only in like the story things you get with the cards. But Oh, even in the manga, they weren't that detailed. It was just because, especially in Hearts of Buell, they were just trying to condense it all down to like really just very short, which I think they continue to do with the rest of the mangas until like the very last fight where they have a little bit more detail. So to actually see them properly have really good fight choreo, I love it so much. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. There's so many cauldrons. One, two, three, four. There's a 9 cauldrons. I was half hoping it would be 7, just as like a little like, oh, it's the Great Seven gag, but unfortunately not. Or even Hey Seven Dwarfs gag. The monster's passed out. Let's go! I'm so okay. I am still a little bit upset that part of the reason why that gag works so well is because they have it in the earlier scenes. They have it just be like using a regular cauldron as like a joke thing, but then he later does like a massive one to actually defeat the monster. But you know, I'm still happy to see my boy like the spam cauldron. Oh, they're using duo magic. Okay, I think this is meant to be a reference to duo magic in the game. So with the SSR cards, like the highest rarity cards, um, you have the ability when you're leveling up spells. You get 2 spells per card. Well, 3 with SSR cards after a certain update, but like that's by the by. Since the start of the game, if you leveled up your second spell high enough, you had the chance to do duo magic, which is because the game is turn based. You could send out 2 characters at a time, where it'd be like they would fight one person and the other person would do an attack against another person. Again, it's better to if you search up the things to see what I'm talking about. But basically, if you sent out like one character who had to do a magic, if you sent them out with a specific character, so in this situation, we would say if Ace was the SSR, and his second spell allowed him to do duo magic with Grim, who is hidden at the bottom here, then that would mean that instead of doing 2 hits, because spell 1 lets you do 1 big hit, and then second spell lets you do 2 weak to medium hits, depending on how much you're leveled up on the thing. It will let you do 3 hits on the enemy of like pretty high damage as well. So I think this is meant to be a reference to that. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. Ooh, did you just see Grim? Did you see? Wait, oh shit. Oh shoot, sorry. I accidentally went. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh no! No. 1 second, I accidentally. Ooh, no! Let's see, where are we at? Sorry, I accidentally just knocked it back to the last episode. I think that's the wrong thing. Wait, I'm not sure where I'm at. What? But yeah, they do a magic reference, and what's it? The cream just flying past. Watch this. It's literally just like he's running around, and all of a sudden he's like, wee! You spin me right round, baby, right round. Whoa, that is a big explosion thing, Jesus. And it's down! The monster's down! Yay, teamwork! Oh, they're all embarrassed that they're celebrating. Oh, wait, you can actually see this detail. Okay, this is a detail I want people to remember for later. You can see now on their mage stones, before they were like fully red, now you can see these like black splotches on them. Please, 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 for the love of everything that is amazing in this world, you will want to remember these details for later, if you're a newbie. Random people kind of, alright, okay, quick pause then, just so I can, oh crap. I'm gonna have to go on to just chatting stream. We're not ending, we still have like 10 minutes left of the episode. I just can't, I didn't have any other tabs open, so I'm having to do it like this. 1 second, KB sent me a link that's meant to be permanent, so 1 sec. Copy. And then let me go on to YouTube. And let me go on to YouTube Studio, because for some reason, actually wait, no, I could probably just go on to, 1 second, let me go on my channel. Let me do it this way. Do I have it? Oh shit! No one heard that. Alright, there's the Discord pin, so if you wanna watch along, then go onto the Discord. Oh wait, you guys can't hear it anyway. It does. Okay, never mind. Ignore the thing about the Microsoft freakout. What's up? But yeah, if you want the link to Disney Plus, I am watching this on Disney Plus. I do not have the Hulu version. I have the Disney Plus version. As you can see, watch on Disney Plus. I honestly didn't even know the show was on Hulu until today, but I saw people being like, "Oh yeah, watch episode 3 on Disney Plus or Hulu," and I'm like, you can watch it on Hulu? I don't know how Hulu... I genuinely do not know how Hulu, of all properties, got the rights to this property, but, you know, fair to them, power to them, I guess. To be fair, a lot of shows come out on Disney and... Oh, my nose. To be fair, a lot of shows do come out on, like, Disney and Hulu simultaneously, so maybe the Disney owns Hulu and I just didn't realize. Or maybe they've got, like, some kind of contractual thing, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, continuing on with the episode. Eee. Oh no, they didn't kill it. It's still alive. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh. Oh, fire. Oh, big fireball. Oh, you can actually hear, like, the black goop, like, boiling there. This, oh, I just realized his face actually exploded there. I forgot that was his face. Oh! It's Riddle! The pretty princess, I mean house warden, has arrived. This is the same as in the manga, but different in the game. So, which, I'm gonna be real with you, I will explain the differences, in a second. Well, and I'll explain the differences and then explain why, I'm not really sure which version I prefer. So, obviously, so you can see here in the anime, which is the same as in the manga, even though the main team managed to weaken the beast, Riddle is the one who comes in and finishes it off. Whereas in the game, Riddle is nowhere to be seen. This Riddle coming in and also the following scene is not in the game at all. This is entirely original content for the manga and anime. Whereas, like I said, in the game, the main trio, quartet actually, if you count the AMC, the dwarf got nuked. We heard that too. Sojo, don't be mean. Yeah, this is, sorry. In the game, the quartet, which is lovingly referred to as Heart Shackle, because it's half of its members are from Heartsubi, and the other half are from Ramshackle, Heart Shackle. Kind of sounds like a ship name, but, you know, we deal with it. Yeah, so these lot come through. They just beat it. Their plan works, and they actually managed to just straight up kill the monster. And the reason why I'm not sure which version I prefer is because, as you can probably tell by what I'm saying, that type of monster is not the only time it's going to appear in this. You can probably just tell by the vibes it has in general by watching the show. But that is not the only time a monster of that caliber is going to show up. And so, on one hand, it's like, See, a big reason as to it's hard to explain without slightly spoiling a later scene, but I mean, you expect it anyway. Yukin does eventually get accepted into the school as a student despite his lack of magic, and the reason for that in the game is because you go back to Crowley and it's like, hey, we got a mage stone, and we like fought this like thing in the mines, and because like we used our power and like the main character like gave us a plan. And so, like, Crowley's like, you managed to defeat a monster of that caliber? All by yourselves? On a plan by a magicless student? My gosh, you are amazing. As you can probably tell by having spent time in this academy for a singular day, the students of the school are self-centered pricks. So the fact you were able to get these ones to work together is a miracle in and of itself. So do you want to just come attend this school just so you could potentially maybe help some other people go through character arcs where they can work in a team? I kid you not, that is literally why the main character gets accepted into school. Because they were able to make a team of students work together so well that they managed to defeat a monster, instead of them all being assholes who worked independently. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. It is honestly, it kind of just paints a picture of how dire the situation is at the school. Where even the headmaster is like, yeah, my students are all dicks. But the reason I like it because of that, because it actually gives more importance to the main character, the fact that they were able to achieve such a feat despite being magicless, purely because the whole thing is explained why, because they don't have magic, they don't have the arrogance that typically comes with a mage, like an incredibly powerful mage that like the students that attend the academy. Because they have that non-magic perspective, they are able to they're not a self-important prick, basically, and they're able to therefore get others to work along with each other, because they're able to be like, can you chill the fuck out and work as a team? Can you not see it's better that way? Which is funny. However, it also is like, it makes more sense that Riddle is the one to defeat it, because there is a insane power level difference between two first years and a random rodent running around in the trees of the school, compared to a second year who is well known for his studying and diligence and overall intense magical power. So it makes more sense that it would be Riddle who would be the one to like inexplicably come in at the last moment and defeat the monster. But again, at the same time, I suppose if I had to pick one of the two, I would say I do slightly prefer the game version, but it's by the way. It's by the way. Anyway, we'll move on. No, okay, so there's one more complaint I have with this, which it's the validity is like in question, because it just depends on. It's weird because that kind of monster isn't exactly common in the world of Twisted Wonderland, which will be explained later on, which I will then paraphrase because obviously you guys can't hear the dub. But yeah, in the what's the word? That monster isn't exactly common in the world of Twisted Wonderland. So to a degree, you can understand why Riddle doesn't recognize what kind of monster it is, despite, because right now he's saying like, you really couldn't defeat just a simple monster, and it's like, fair enough, you did just one-shot it, but at the same time, once you know what kind of monster it is, you're like, oh wow, that's actually an incredibly impressive feat that they were able to do that, or like whoever, whether it's Riddle or the Heart Shackle team that was able to do it. But then at the same time, it is a bit weird because of, like I said, Riddle is a very studious and diligent student to the point he knows stuff that's well above his like grade, or like certain matters that are well above his grade. So it makes no sense that he wouldn't. To me, it doesn't make any sense that he would not recognize what kind of monster that is, to the point where he would put it down and not report the situation to the headmaster. It's just like, because like I can't remember exactly how the interaction in the game goes down, because it's literally the very beginning of the game. It's the prologue. This is still prologue territory. We aren't even technically into the episode of Heart Subule, despite the name of despite this arc's name. God, sorry. Sorry, I've had a bit of a cough all day. Yeah, despite that, it's in the game, I'm pretty sure, like, Crowley, when you describe the monster to Crowley, he has, like, a brief moment of recognition, but because the monster type is so uncommon, he's like, no, it couldn't be. Whereas with Riddle, he's highly vigilant, so it doesn't make, again, I feel like you should know what kind of beast that is, but it's like, whatever, I'm gonna continue now, otherwise I'm gonna keep rambling. Riddle's like, so Deuce is like, oh hey, you came to help us out? Thank you, House Warden. Riddle's like, why the fuck would I help you? Why would I be here to help you? He's like, you broke a rule, dude. I hate you. Will this animation have yaoi or yuri? I mean, some moments can be interpreted as yaoi. Personally, I interpret a lot of the moments as yaoi, but unfortunately no boy kissing or girl kissing. Primarily on the girl kissing side, because there are no girls. Or like canon girls anyway. So if you're confused by the graphic that's just turned up, Riddle Heart Riddle has just said, if a hedgehog sneezes, everyone must gather on the same day to sing a song. And that's why he came out, because a hedgehog sneezed, and these two aren't present to join them to sing a song. He spoke in military time then. He didn't say 4 p.m. or 4 o'clock. He said 1600. Which, to be fair, military time is quite commonly used in the UK. Like, my phone and, like, literally every person I know has their phone set to military time, as do we have, like, on, like, laptops, computers. It's really common for us to just say, like, oh, what's up with my nose, man? It keeps getting bunged up. Oh, it's annoying. Sorry. Oh, I really hope I'm not getting a cold. I've been coughing all day and now my nose is getting bugged up. Please don't get a cold. Please don't get a cold. I'm so glad I recorded ahead of time this week. Oh. But yeah, it fits with the whole, like, British factor of Riddle that he would use military time, but at the same time, no. Actually, that's a lie. Actually, I was about to say nobody really says it out loud, but I literally said 17 o'clock today. Well, it's a very uncommon way of saying it. Nobody really, even though I am saying, like, I said it, it's very uncommon. Like, we just look at it, it's like, we see 17:05, we say, it's like 5:05. No boy kissing and no girl kissing? I am disappointed. I am disappointed as well. This is why we must write to the mouse and to Yanota Bosso herself and beg them for a boy kissing scene. One of those little chibi OVAs at the end. We need to convince them to just shove in some boy kissing. And also just pick some random female NPCs just to get some girl kissing in there too. It's nothing else, it's just kissing. Just the kissing. Hell, I didn't even know how non-military time worked for a long time. Still sometimes. It is weird to me that people can... As someone who has grown up with military time, as, like, just a common... I didn't even know it was called military time until I was, like, 15. I had always thought that the way that, like, I genuinely thought that military time was just standard. I just thought it was the standard across the board for, like, everyone. I knew when I looked at clocks that they would only go up to 12, but I always thought that was just to, like, save resources. It's like, well, there's 24 hours in a day, divided by half, it's 12. Like, I just genuinely thought that it was just, the reason why clocks only went up to 12 was just because of, like, resource things, so they didn't have to spend out making 24 hours. But it's weird. It's weird. Not using a military time system is weird to me. Oh, it's a beautiful face. I don't want to risk taking it off a third time in case the mouse really does come after my ass. But, like, guys, please. He looks so good. Why do all the annoyed faces look so good in this anime? Please watch it. Please watch the anime just so you can see how angry this man is. Not even man, this boy, he's 17. I think there's, like, meant to be more people who come along with Riddle to get these guys. Not just Trey and Keita, but, it's like, they probably didn't want to have to animate extra people for no reason. You can, please. By the way, the reason why they're freaking out is because they're being dragged off before they've had a chance to grab the Mage Stone. They're getting dragged by the scruff of their neck. Oh, he's so pretty. Sorry, I genuinely can't. Riddle canonically is meant to be pretty, in like a princessy kind of way. Like, he is commonly in events. He is used in the more feminine roles. In the Rapunzel event I mentioned earlier, he takes the role of Rapunzel with like the braided hair, and his outfit is directly inspired by Rapunzel's, whereas the others are just like Kingdom of Corona-esque, where Rapunzel's from, inspired, of like random long hair that suits them. But Riddle is just canonically very, like, he has a feminine touch to his beauty. Which, to be fair though, I was looking at a couple of his outfits recently, and it's, from when you get first glance, they do look quite feminine, but when you look at him a bit longer, you can actually see his masculinity come through. I don't know what that means. I'm not like a beauty or a character design expert, but I don't know, I just think it's a nice touch to his character. Also, I've been staring at the crown for so long that now it just looks weird that it's just tacked to his head. Why did you censor almost all of that? What did I what? What do you mean? You really want people to yell at you, don't you, masochist? No, I don't want people to yell at me. I just think that the way that they draw angry faces is beautiful, okay? Okay. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, let's just... Okay, I'm just gonna press continue. Oh, and you can by himself getting the Mage Stone. Let's go. Oh! Come on, it fits his flames. Let him have it. I would not survive in the world of Twisted Wonderland. I would just give in to Graham's every whim. Oh, the scene's coming! Okay, this is one of the most important scenes. It feels like a gag scene, but it's genuinely one of the most important scenes of the anime. Please pay attention to this scene. Almost all the screen is censored, because I don't want the House of Mouse to come and kick me in the balls and, like, take down my streams. I'm not a masochist! No, stop it. N equals morning and AM equals morning and PM equals afternoon/night. Yeah, that's how it is. I just never really. I have to say AM sometimes because of like the reason why I have to know the difference between AM and PM is because I've always had, even before I started doing like VTubing, I've always been online to like a certain degree. I've had like RP friends over in like primarily America, but sometimes European and like even Asian countries. So we've always had to, like, if we were doing an RP at a certain time where the way that I would sometimes RP, sometimes it would just be like, you drop in a message whenever you feel like it. But then other times we want ones where it's like rapid responses. So it's like an actual in the moment thing. So we would have to figure out time zones. It's like, okay, so I'm available from 7 a.m. to like, what's it? Till 11 a.m. It's like, it's okay, in like PST. Okay, I'm available in GMT and for like 5 p.m. to like 11 p.m. You little tsundere, that's a I don't like tsunderes. I like tsunderes. Tsunderes are stupid. Literally, I don't. Wait, where did the tsundere thing come from? I don't like. Wait, when have I ever liked a tsundere? Ooh, he's gone over to the corpse of the monster, and you can't see it, but this is like. This isn't glass, this thing here. There's a couple shots of glass over here. This isn't glass, this is meant to be like a magic stone. I love this music that they have for this. This isn't in the game. This whole like wacky tune for Grim really works. You could like, are you about to eat a corpse, my man? He just straight up ate it. How are you eating that? This is one mystery I've always wondered. How is he able to eat that stone? It's just making it sound like it's crunching, like it's making it sound like it's rock candy, but how are your Grim, how are your teeth that strong, man? I know you're meant to be a beast, but like still. Is that what? Why are we having this discussion? We don't need to know. Listen, I'm not a masochist, okay? That's all you need to know. You try to flirt with people you know will turn you down. That's like looking for pain. You're not a masochist. You're the masochist. I'm not. Listen, just because I go after someone who's way out of my league and will never appreciate, not never appreciate me, but never hold me in the regard that they do for their partner, does not mean I'm a masochist, okay? It just means I have a thing for the finer things and I have taste for the finer things in life. That is all. That is all. It's like morning for you though. Unfortunately, if it is morning, even if I do want to attend the stream, I likely will have to be unable to watch the VOD. Oh, they didn't do the description thing. No! What? They skipped over the description scene. Oh, that's so stupid. That's something like the best content in the game is Grim like describing how food tastes. There's also Crowley's like, how the fuck did you manage to pull this off? The exact mage stone he needed as well. He didn't even bother specifying that there was a certain kind he needed. He was just like, just go grab a mage stone. Oh, this is the thing I was talking about earlier, where you come back and you can finally get accepted as a student. And he basically, Crowley's like, oh, you're able to get Grim to work for you, and you're able to work with the students. Okay, you're a Beastmaster. Ooh! Ooh! They're showing off some of the graphics here. Okay, I will give me 5 seconds. I've got to go through like a myriad of sensors. I'm just trying to show the screen a bit more. Like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, why do you have to be up there? That's the wrong thing. Where is it? Where is it? Text box. There it is. I just want to show this off because this is a graphic that was used in... It was used in something else. I don't remember what it was used for specifically, but yeah. So you have Riddle... You have Rizzle... You have Rizzle Rosehearts. You have Riddle Rosehearts. You have Kalim Alasim, Leona Kingscholar, Azul Ashen Grotto, Idia. This is the first time you actually see his face in the manga, the anime. This is the first time you see his anime outside of the intro. If you skip the intro, you would have no idea who this dude is, but this is iPad guy, from like the first episode. And also the second episode, he was in it for, was he in the second episode for a bit? I'm not sure. I don't think he actually was in the end. They skipped a scene in the second episode where all the house wardens are like, these guys are the house wardens. All of them, barring Malleus, because he went there. um, all of these guys were praising Riddle for his like his strength and his unique, how cool his unique magic was. Idiot was saying like, I need to stay 20,000 fucking feet away from that bitch. But you don't see his face, but you see the back of his head in that manga panel. So technically, wasn't the first time his face showed up in the manga, but was the first time his face, if you're not counting the intro, shows up in the anime. By the way, he is canonically meant to be very pretty. He just does jack shit in taking care of himself, so he looks uglier than he actually is. But yeah, these sorry, where was I at? Riddle Rose Hearts, Riddle Rose Hearts. Sorry, it's so stupid. It's making me laugh. Riddle Rose Hearts, Riddle Rose Hearts, House Warden of Heartsabule, Kalim Alasim, House Warden of Scrabia, Leona Kingscholar, House Warden of Savannah Claw, Azul Ashingorto. Oh, my nose again. Sorry. Azul Ashingorto, House Warden of Octavinil, Idia Shroud, House Warden of Ignahide, Vil Schoenheit. I'm surprised Vil has the smallest one here, but you know, whatever. Vil Schoenheit, House Warden of Pomafiore, aka the Zest Fest I was telling you about earlier, and Malleus Draconia, House Warden of the Insomnia, who is the guy who just was not there. Anyway, I did not just show off the Disney Plus website. Okay, we didn't show that off. We didn't show that off. Yeah. I don't come for my ass, Mouse. Please, Mouse. Please, Mr. Mouse. I swear I am a good girl. Is your name Finn because you're Finnish? No, I'm not Finnish. I dealt with this when I first debuted. No, I am not Finnish. I am just Finn, as in like dorsal fin. Okay? Or like fish fin. The more dorsal fin, really. But it's like, Since you mentioned time of day, it made me want to ask, are you an early bird or a night owl, Miss Finn? I'm more of a night owl. I'm better at night compared to during the day. When it comes to dates, I'm bad at early rising. I like having a slow morning. It's like okay. There was a time where I was having to get up at like, I think the reason why I'm bad of early mornings is because there was a time for like work and stuff that I would have to wake up sometimes as early as like 3 or 4 a.m. depending on when my shift started. No, that was a lie, not 3 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m. It wasn't that, to be fair, it wasn't that dire, but yeah, sometimes I would have to wake up that early to get to my shift because I lived a bit away from... This is back when I worked like retail. Not retail, fast food. A bit of Natalia lore for you there. There's not a lot of variety of work on Mystery, okay? Sometimes a girl's gotta fry up her fellow fish friends. Yeah, what's it? I would have to like travel. The location where I worked was quite far from the location of my house, so I would have to get up at the ass crack of, not dawn, but 4 or 5 a.m. sometimes, depending on how early they scheduled me. Because of that, I just grew to hate like early mornings, because it would just be such a slog to like walk to either the bus or the train station, take that mode of transport to said location, work location, groggily have to deal with my coworkers in the morning, even though I'm really bad at socializing, and also people in the morning. It's weird. 9 times out of 10, to be fair, people are too tired to actually give a shit about things. But sometimes, if it's like someone ordering coffee or some shit, they would be like, if you got their order wrong, they would massively rip into you, and it's like, it's too early for me to deal with public bullshit, come on. So because of that, I'm more of like, I prefer nighttime, really, because at least then it's like, it's also just the fact that there's no one else around to really worry. My life of working in customer service has made me hate interacting with people even more so than it did before. So now I like the peace and quiet night brings. This is why you should let me come to Night Raven College, Crowley. That was my admissions essay. Beginnish? No, oh my freaking god. No, bad puns look at bad puns. Now he's gonna shove his foot in a team of lawyers up here. I may have to see a resemblance between your outfit and the guy there. If you meant Kalim, yeah, that's the dorm that I would, when I did a test, I was sort of into. So he would be my house warden, which, if you know the story, that is incredibly lucky. Yeah, and Crowley's being like, you can go to the academy now, it's cool. But he's saying, like, basically, you can't use magic. You have to be able to use magic to attend this class, or this school. However, Grim here can use magic, but he can't, but he's not human, so he can't attend because of that. But if we mush you guys together and say you are a single student, then it works out. Also, I mean, literally just putting both their names down under one student's paperwork. He's not literally doing a Full Metal Alchemist and meshing the two together. Though that would be cool a bit, seeing, well, not cool in the fact of the two getting smushed together, but people have been wanting to see, like, a humanoid Grim for ages. So I wonder if Yana will actually do that one day, if she'll do a Gajinka version of Grim. How's that? Hey, Diamond. I'm not a masochist. That's how the watch-along's going. Grim got accepted into the school. His dream is real. Can I just say, one of the best parts about one of the best parts about the game is the growing bond between the protagonist and Grim. So I'm really hoping that they do it justice in the anime. In the manga, it's, I think I said before, I'm just going to outright say it. Each arc has a different protagonist as a way to reflect that anybody could have been you, aka the protagonist in the game. So it throws you off a bit there because it's like, oh, but I watched this guy's bond grow with a different character, and now I've got to project that onto a new protagonist who the story is acting like was the protagonist the whole time. It does throw you off a bit because of that, but I'm want to wait and see how it feels. I'm not fully certain on things yet, but I'm hoping, praying that the bond between these two is right, because I have a feeling, because it is, even right now, it's incredibly important to the plot, the relationship between these guys. And I have a feeling in Book 8, which is coming out in January, I have a feeling that the importance of this relationship is going to be amped up by a ton. Especially if you know the trial battle in the game. What does that mean? It means that Stalgio is a lying liar who lies and his pants are on fire because he's a liar. What is that cat or dog-like creature? He's not... okay, in the game, he's classified as this thing called a dire beast, which is a specific kind of monster that can use magic. However, it's not really said if... From the sounds of it, Grim is kind of like a... Looks-wise, at the very least, is a one of his kind. Speaking monsters, and monsters that can use magic, aren't uncommon in the world of Twisted Wonderland from the looks of it. But based off the reactions of people in the crowd to Grim, like the people who actually live in Twisted Wonderland. But yeah, okay, Grim's design, if you've seen the live action Alice in Wonderland, he's meant to be based off the Cheshire Cat in the live action version. Not the one in Alice in Wonderland, not the 2D one. He is specifically meant to be the one from the live action version, because obviously in the animated version the Cheshire Cat is purple, and you also see like a character come up later who is actually based on that character, but that's by the by. Whereas Grimm is the same greys and like light blues that the live action one is. So technically you could say he is a cat because of his design origins, but also it's hard to tell. I just realized you don't really get to see Crowley's staff that well in the game, and you guys can't see it because of the smudge on the screen. But Crowley's staff has the logo for Night Room College on it, like underneath that big bird thing. Oh, he got a mage stone! It's more magical girl moments. I found out. So you guys know I'm like a huge fan of Pretty Cure, right? I've spoken about it at length before. So it turns out the sound director for the anime, on the Japanese side at the very least, is he worked on like Pretty Cure movies. So the reason why it gave such magical girl vibes the first time Riddle was doing his attack is literally because the sound director has worked on magical girl projects before. Alright, bye Diamond. Yeah, there's no lag. There's no lag anymore. We sorted the issue out. Huzzah. Oh, I love you, Grim. Oh, and the ghost camera. Nice. So this doesn't seem to hold any relevance to the actual plot at all. So I am somewhat surprised they're keeping this in. So unless, like, it ends up being more important later on, like very much later on, because it is not involved in any of the arcs so far. But this, what Yukon has just been given is called a ghost camera, and it's the use for it in-game is to explain the gacha system. It's saying, like, the explanation is that when you take a picture with a ghost camera, you not only do you capture a photo, but you also capture the spirit of the moment. So when you look at the picture, you can literally... It's like a video, essentially. You can... I don't remember if it's memories or if it literally, the picture just replays the entire moment. But you get to, like, revisit what happened at that event, which is, again... explains the gacha system away, like the story's in the cards, because you took a picture of the moment of the character in that specific outfit or scenario. That means that you can see the events that took place. That's it. And also, which you can't really see because of the smudge, circle, smaller circle, it's Mickey's goddamn face. The mouse is everywhere. Plot twist! What a plot twist. And now they're singing to the hedgehogs. I will have to say, okay, this is a very, like, bleak scene, but I do have to say it's a bit funny looking at the crowd here, because this does not represent the amount of students in Heartsobule at all. In the manga, they are a little bit more condensed together. There's less spaces between them, so it does give the scale of how many students are in the dorm, but but Heartsobule is meant to be the dorm with the most students. Literally every year, their halls are just packed. They have no spare rooms whatsoever in their dorm. So, like, if you wanted to transfer dorms, you're kind of screwed. When I synced up my thing with yours, and I was like, oh, nice, thank you. And now these, what's it? They should be... I'm not sure why they didn't include these at this moment, but at this moment in the manga, because this, like I said before, this scene, completely manga and anime, well, manga original, which I don't really know if you could say anime original because of that, but wasn't in the game or in the novels. But they're illustrated with having these the off of your head collars on. So I'm surprised they don't have them here because it's meant to add to the gravity of the situation. I guess they just didn't want to edit them in. Okay, as you can see, this courtroom, which you can't really see, but this courtroom heavily Alice in Wonderland inspired. You have the big pedestal. If you've played like the Kingdom Hearts 1, you'll be able to probably think of this a bit easier than when you think of it in the Alice in Wonderland movie. But you have the high podium where the Queen of Hearts sits. You have this little podium over here where I think is the one for the White Rabbit. You have this thing here, which you can't see at all. But basically, okay, you see this, you see the cursor, you go down, and it's like, oh, hey, there's a riddle there. Down, really far down, past the property of Disney thing, is the stand where Alice gives her testimony. And then there's like a couple other things over here, like where the scribe, you can't see it again because it's cropped, but you see the scribed thing. And then there's like, I think meant to be a witness stand. This if you can see this line here, it's like a hollowed out box. I think that's meant to be the witness stand. Look at this. Okay, you can't see his face, but he has like the tiniest little blush on his face. Also, why aren't you singing? I thought everyone had to sing, dude. Okay, that's obedience. There you go. We're gonna watch the part coma. Yes, yes, Your Majesty. You guys want to hear me do a cover of Obedience? Yes, that is a threat. Oh, not anymore. Yeah, I am horrible to follow along. I'm so sorry. Oh, my thing is buffering. Oh no. Okay, no, it's back. Never mind. Watching the end coma now. Ooh, underwater. By the way, I ended up noticing this after I finished stream last time, but the keychain aesthetic they were going for in the first episode has just been abandoned for some reason. Like in the coma style end scene in the in the second episode, they didn't have these outline things like at all. But now with but now they have even though they now have like the white outline, it's white if you can't tell because of the sepia tone, but yeah, they just don't have it. They just don't have the keychain thing. It's weird. I liked it. I know some people didn't really like it, but I liked it. Matthew Mercer with his French accent back again. Hi, Jade. Ah, no. Oh, no. Oh, if you were confused by a restaurant suddenly showing up, in Octavianil, the house warden Azul, he turned the lounge area into a restaurant. It's called Monster Lounge, which the name sounds like it's meant to be a twist on Monstro, which is the whale from Pinocchio, which I think it's meant to be that. I'll be real with you. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be that because it's only one letter off the whale's name. But then they also later on in the game they have a Pinocchio inspired event. But for some reason, okay, Azul isn't there, so I don't know if he was behind the naming of the restaurant or not. But for some reason, Jade and Floyd, who are very heavily involved in the workings of the restaurant, for some reason they just don't comment on it at all. It's like, oh yeah, this is what the place we work at is named after, or like this whale thing is what it's like, named after and stuff. They just don't make any reference to it at all, so that threw me off a bit, but at the same time it's not really important, I guess, but like, This leaves your short stuff. I didn't imagine him being Rook having this heavy of a French accent. When you play the game in your head, because he speaks very fancy, but he doesn't speak with an accent, at least as far as you can tell. As far as I can tell, as an English speaker playing a Japanese voiced game, he speaks Japanese fine, but then he'll just randomly throw in French words. So I had him in my head kind of like a, like a weeb who would just randomly throw out the, wow, I'm feeling really deja vu. This game is kawaii, ne? This is so cool, Desio. I had him in my head like that level, but like with French, where he just randomly throws in French words, because even if he's technically using them correctly, it's just weird. Also, the fact that he knows the French language when France doesn't exist in Twisted Wonderland, but like, hey, we vibe. Can I give you a hug? Of course, United Smith. I give you a hug in return. Oh, hey, Floyd. Floyd. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that grip is shaped like a deer. I would love to do covers. It's just I don't know how. I have to figure out a way to get the backing tracks promoted. Like, I am happy to just release if I do if I do covers. I would, with Twisted Wonderland, I wouldn't be too upset of just like slapping Riddle or whoever's the head warden of the dorm onto the cover of it, instead of like getting art or whatever and just treating it like a lyric video. But I need to find a royalty-free version of the backing track. I don't know, maybe I can do a twist a cappella karaoke stream or something. already getting potentially pissing off the mouse enough. May as well go further, right? His bob looks so much better in the chibi style than it does in his like when it's him in his full size. Octavian dorm uniforms, yay. Chauffeur de l'eau. Helping the beautiful. What did he say? He sounds like, what's his face? The candelabra from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, I forget his name. Like, I do tricks with my fellow candlesticks. He sounds like that. He speaks in such mouthfuls. Are you perhaps visiting this restaurant tonight as a way to recharge your soul, mind, and body in preparation for tomorrow as your next day as a student? God damn, Rook. Let the man breathe. Très bien. In the end, the French always appear. No one could escape the French. See how it sparkles in the light? Fresh and fragrant. Floyd's like, I want to make fun of people with my French accent. you got rugby like, oh, it is magnifique that you are here to prepare yourself for the next day of school. And Floyd just goes up to someone, he's like, and the guy's like, hi, man, you're a fucking killjoy, ain't you? What the fuck? The French scare me. Lumiere, thank you, Zero. I meant Lumiere. He sounds like Lumiere. Got a crab sandwich. We got fried. Did a shrimp fry this rice? Got Floyd intimidating customers into buying shit. works? Like, I see. You want to see who's the better server out of the two of us. Very well, I accept your challenge, mon ami. May the best man win. Jade's like, guys, you're making more work for us. Please stop. Record high profits, let's go. Invite Rook back. Healthy competition. Madol! In the game, this stuff here, with the M on it, in the game, the currency is called... Well, there's Madol and then there's Thor marks. There's like, it's a weird amount. There's a huge variance in different types of currency. But yeah, there's, this is meant to be Madol, which is the main income for the students. And that's the end credit scene, so we're gonna move over to just chatting. So how we feeling, people? How we feeling tonight? Did we enjoy that? I didn't know you could do a French accent, Miss Finn. It's been fun, but I should get going. I should give you a hug. I do. Well, fun fact. The reason why I started singing, like, we do tricks with my fellow candlesticks, it was because I once did a solo as Lumiere. And that was... and back when I was like in drama club and stuff, they were like, we're doing a Disney like thing, we want people to take different songs, you missed the meeting where we discussed that, so we decided you would be Lumiere. I was like, what? It's like, hope you could do a French accent. And so I had to like force myself to learn how to do a really shitty French accent so I could sing be our guest, put our service to the test. This is a pretty episode, episode. What does that mean? Pretty episode, episode? Theater kid, shut up. Just because you don't have my acting skills doesn't mean you have to be a jealous one. Okay? Okay? First you call me a freaking masochist, now you're labeling me with my theater kidness? Rude. Rude. You are a rude man, Starjo. You are rude. Rude. I don't know. Anyway. I forgot to change for, the membership goals, because Taku also renewed their membership. Here we go. Okay, there we go. We got it up. We're currently at 2 out of 50. We're so close, guys. Look at the goals. We're so close to Among Us with members again. Anyway, did you guys like that episode? Did you guys enjoy that wondrous episode of Twisted Wonderland? Reminder, I'm going into my school's theater group soon. You hypocrite. You hide behind your spite to fool us all from your true desires or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm not good at making confrontational monologues on the fly, okay? Yeah. Really liking it so far and eager to see more. I'm glad. I'm eager to see more of it as well. After that episode, I'm really hyped for the fight choreography. Like, genuinely, that has to be... It's nothing stellar. It's never gonna... I highly doubt this, even with, like, Disney budget, I highly doubt the fight scenes are ever gonna be, like, Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer level, or even Frieren level, even if they're both, like, mage-oriented. But they are doing justice to the scenes they're telling. So this has now got me really excited for the final fight scene. Like I said, there aren't typically many fight scenes in the in Heart's Labule. I think it's literally only this scene and then the final fight scene that actually have any combat in them, which I'll understand why I'm phrasing it that way later. But yeah, it is very neat. Yes, it is. It is a very good show. I highly recommend it. Watch it with your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, that weird kid that's always hanging out on your doorstep for no reason, and you're pretty sure he's spying on you and your family to report back to the government, but you have no way of actually accusing him, and even if you could, who would you tell, because he's reporting back to the government after all. Your dog, your friends, whoever you're babysitting for. You know, whatever you can think of. But yeah, I think I am going to sign off, as obviously now that the reaction is done, there's not much more I can do. I need to learn how to condense my yapping, guys. We're at 2 hours. That was a 26-minute episode. Jesus Christ. I think I'm a bit better than like when I was doing Nights of whatever though, I think. But yeah, I'm going to sign off, okay? So I forgot my outro. 1 second. Brain work. Thank you all so much for joining, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Mwah. It's not making me pay my taxes. I don't care who the IRS sends. That's the reason Disney, especially Disney villains. Yeah, I wasn't raised on Disney. Well, kind of. I don't think I was intentionally raised on Disney, but what's it? I just ended up really liking Disney as a kid. I'm watching a bunch of Disney movies. But yeah, sorry. Anyway, as I'm saying, I'm going now. So, goodbye. Hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Goodbye. Oh. Get all that. Goodbye. I have to do my freaking outro. Get my outro song up. You have my voice while I'm doing that. Do 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 do. Wait, what's the Disney song? I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. That gleam in your eyes is so familiar. A gleam. I'd hurry up, and I know it's true that dreams are not seldomly seen. But if I know you. I will do. Carolina, hurry up. I love you. There we go. Finally, get it back. Okay, bye.